get the show started. Oh man, what a night. What a morning. Morning to everybody. We're going to start the Undefeated show. Get these college picks up here for this week. And then next week, we'll do the major bowls. Draymond Green getting extended suspension. I don't know what he did this time. Keep forgetting we're going to do pro. Give me a second. Sorry about that. I got the bowl games up. See if Platinum's up. Yes, she is. Morning, sir.
What's up, Mace?
How you doing?
Doing fine, Mace.
There you go. I hear you a lot better now. Yeah, man. Everything's good on my side. Yes, I'm ready to roll. Yeah, it's bowl season.
Been doing a number on me, Mace.
Really?
Well, yeah. Last night I had Central Florida, and Georgia Tech came back and won the game. So, but I had a light play though. You got to go light. Keep it within reason.
Okay.
No, I mean this really ain't a good. This bowl season really ain't a good. This ain't a. I mean, I just me. It's just me.
Yeah.
I think around after Christmas, a little bit more better for me. It's more manageable for me. A lot of these teams I don't play. I didn't play Central Florida. I didn't really keep up with them. I actually played Georgia Tech a couple of times. I had some information. I get information too, so I went with Central Florida, and Georgia Tech came back. Actually, I actually thought Georgia Tech had an offense. To me, not even the Miami or the North Carolina game, but just I thought they could score, and they did score on a lot of. They did score and stay in a lot of games, but it's cool. It's all in the game, man. You win some, you lose some. You know that's how it goes.
Yeah, man, you read about that. So some of these bowl games today don't interest you? 'Cause I ain't gonna lie, they don't interest me.
No. You know, actually, the best thing to do, get you some NFL, maybe one or two games, or just watch football this weekend, and then Monday maybe do something Monday. If you're going to take a bowl game, I think later you got Utah Northwestern. That one might pique your interest. You know, or Utah's. Well, no, it's Utah, right? Let me see.
Yeah, the real games start, I can tell you right now, the real games start on Wednesday. You got a whole slew of them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got, on Wednesday, you got Virginia Tech, Tulane, North Carolina, West Virginia, Louisville, USC, A&M, Oklahoma State, SMU, Boston College, Rutgers, and Miami. The Yankee Bowl on Thursday. I don't know if I'm going to get into that. NC State, Kansas State.
A lot of these games, okay, today, right?
Yeah.
Today we got Saturday, right? I'm right. Okay. Yeah. Birmingham Bowl. You got and these lines might have moved. You got Duke versus Troy. You got Troy minus a 6.5. The lean is to take Troy over Duke minus the 6.5. Right. I don't know what Duke's doing. You got to go look them up. I don't know about the quarterback. I don't know about the coach. A lot of these teams, coaches not there. They went to other programs. Quarterbacks have entered the portal, but that doesn't necessarily mean these teams are not still capable of beating the teams they're matched up with. Um,
Yeah.
Troy 11-2. I know somebody who told me they do bowls. They go by the number. They go by the record. If one guy's 11-2, the other guy like Duke 7-5, they take the 11-2 team, and they say they win pretty much most of the time. So, and that's a way you can. It slows down your time. You don't eat a lot of time up. You can just get right back out there and do what you're trying to do. Um, that's a 11 o'clock game, which in the next hour, they're saying take Troy over Duke, and they have another game kicking off, and it's saying what Northern Illinois is a pick 'em. Arkansas State, they're saying take Northern Illinois uh, um, to win at least by a touchdown. Then by that time, you got 3 o'clock. You got James Madison, Air Force. Believe it or not, I think because of the coach has left, they're saying the Air Force should get him. Even though I actually like James Madison, 11-1.
Yeah.
They fall into that what you call that UTSA, James Madison, UTSA, Liberty, and
Jacksonville
JSU.
State.
Yeah, that falls in with those guys. So that's why I don't like to be even. If I play, I don't even like to bet against any of those guys. I like to rock with those guys. So, and this is
I won last week, so
yeah, this is a 3 o'clock game. So we'll see how it plays out. And
yeah.
it's 5 games today, so it's up to the person. Then you got the NFL. Let's go with the NFL.
I'm going over there. Let me get over
Yeah, so I don't personally think I don't think they're good, but you got the Pittsburgh, Cincinnati. Everybody's on Cincinnati. Buff.
You have complete confidence in Mason Rudolph.
No, I don't have. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do though. That don't mean they can't win though. They can. Their defense. If this guy turns the ball over, they're capable. See, that's how they've been winning. They force you into turnovers, and then they get some garbage cans touchdowns. I think Cincinnati should pretty much take care of this game. Mike Tomlin's on the ropes. He's desperate, so who knows how they're going to play. Buffalo, the Chargers, 12 points. A lot of people say still take those points. They think Buffalo can win. They don't think they're going to beat them by that much. They're going to win the game, but the Chargers should stay within the number. That's what the word is. I don't think these are good games. So that's what I'm saying. It's these games right here are not necessarily something I would play. It's a bad weekend. So now Monday, not Sunday. If you skip over Sunday and go to Monday, if we go straight to Monday, just totally skip over Sunday and go Monday, I'm down for Vegas, Kansas City. -10, Kansas City at home. Vegas playing the way they're playing with the new coach and the quarterback and the way they're playing. You're getting 10 points at Kansas City. They're almost giving you something, man. It's like a gift.
Yeah, it is.
I don't see Kansas City. I mean, like, that's the team I sort of follow all year. Man, if they do it, they're going to surprise me. If they beat the Raiders by 10 points, I'd be shocked. The way they've been playing have not been playing well. Wide receivers dropping passes. A lot of dissension on that team. Oh, man. This is a game. This is a Christmas Day game.
Yep.
Woo. The line makers really making you pay for this. They're making you pay 10 points. This is a 3-point game. This is a 3-point game. Raiders at Kansas City. They're making you pay 7 points to fuck with the Kansas City Chiefs. I would have to take them 10 points, man. I just had to take the Raiders and the 10 points and just take my chances. You win some, you lose some. You got to make the best decision when you play. You can't play with fandom. You can't play because you like a team. You got to play to win the game. And I got to take the 10 points or I don't play this game. You want to watch the game? If you're going to be a fan, just watch the game. But don't put no money on this game unless you take the Raiders. That's just too many points. I don't think the Raiders are 10 points. I think they're going to keep, they might win this game. You know, Kansas City had, to me, hadn't sold up anything as far as like winning a Super Bowl. The team is falling apart, man. Those guys drop balls. Pat Mahomes yelling at, they're not getting calls. All that does is make the officials turn against you. So that's going to be his thing this year. They're not going to call those pass interferences. They're going to be calling everything against him.
Yep, because of his antics. Yep.
Well, yeah, when you bitch about the officials, when the players do it, the coaches can do it, but when the players do it, they just turn on those players.
Especially the big star of the league, let's be honest. I said that when he did it. I said up here, he has now lost all privileges from the referees. He will no longer get those.
And they don't have any receivers, and the guy 19, I don't even know why they even let him suit up. He
wanted him picked off the team, but Andy Reid said no, we're gonna keep him. And
who wanted
Mahomes
to
not happy camp Mahomes. He wanted him out.
Yeah. Well, he's not a good player. He's cost him at least 2 games. They're 9-5. He's cost him 2 games with his mistakes. He makes a lot of mistakes. Andy Reid should have went ahead and retired. They shouldn't have done that.
I'm not a big fan of his.
No, when people talk about racism in the NFL, it's not. But the way they try to play it, like the common man's discrimination, it's not. It's unfair that Eric Bieniemy didn't get the job and they forced him to go to another team. That's unfair. But Eric Bieniemy is well paid, and the fact is, Andy Reid, he's just too old. He's just the game has passed him by. His decisions, the way he treats the players, like you said, he wants guys to stay on. He doesn't want to kick these guys off the team. He's going against his quarterback. When you look at Monday night, when you look at Seattle, Philly, even though the officials cheated for Seattle, you look at Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll's what, 70 or 69?
Yeah.
He still has the heartbeat of his team. He's still in league with his team, man. I'm saying those guys play for him. They get out there and play. Go ahead, man.
No, go ahead. I'm listening to you.
Yeah, he has the heartbeat of his team, man. They play hard for him. And I'm telling you, man, that fucking quarterback, that Drew Lock guy, that guy, I've never seen that guy play like that.
I agree with you.
Where the hell that come from?
Pete Carroll since 2010, 8-0 against the Eagles, including 6-0 in Philadelphia.
That's great, man.
Good morning, Big Red. Thanks for coming. Happy holidays to you. And of course, my man 305. Good morning, family. Always good to see you. Yeah. Drew Lock. I didn't watch that game. I found out like 6 o'clock in the morning that Seattle won the game. And I saw the touchdown throw. And I'm like, how the hell did Drew Lock all of a sudden know how to throw a touchdown that perfect?
Yeah. I think they're going to have trouble bringing back Gino, even though they gave him the contract. Because Gino is very inconsistent. That's going to make the fans, to me, that's going to make the fans reach out to Drew. Because all Drew needed, the fans now got confidence in him because of what he did to the Eagles. So that I see him easily. Man, I see him staying in there. And Gino didn't do good in the playoffs last year. No, I just don't see why they would switch over.
I get the feeling they will be very heavy in the Justin Fields sweepstakes in March. Because
why are the Bears getting rid of Justin Fields?
you want the truth? I'll give you two reasons. Number two, the general manager didn't draft him. And number one, he don't think he's a winner.
Well, to me, I don't get why you get rid of him. You're not. What are you gonna get better? I'm looking at the college guys. I don't see any of those. There's no lock, soul saver coming out of college. I don't see it. I see some quarterbacks come back. It's gonna be the same. It's gonna be a dice roll. The same thing they did with Bryce Young. So I don't see a lock quarterback coming out where you get rid of a guy like Justin Fields.
Well, Platt, you got the number one pick overall because you have Carolina's pick from the trade this past draft. You could pick any player you want to. And if you feel that Justin Fields is not a winner to you, you could pick the quarterback of your choice at number one. And you can get a king's ransom for Justin Fields. Trust me, Atlanta will be in the sweepstakes. Seattle will be in the sweepstakes. Who else will be? The Raiders will be in the sweepstakes. There could be a lot of teams for Justin Fields.
Okay, you say so.
I wouldn't be surprised if a team like a team like Detroit feels he's better option than Drew Lock. Excuse me, not Drew Lock, but what's our boy? I see his face.
Michael Penix?
No, the kid who's in Detroit right now. The quarterback at Detroit right now for the Lions.
In Detroit?
Yeah, the Lions quarterback. Maybe they think he's a better option moving forward than him. A lot of things can happen. The Redskins will, depending on who's the new coach there, who's going to get all that power coaching that team.
They bought in the backup, the brother. The brother used to be in New England with the B. Got that B. His name Brisket or something.
Brissett.
They bought in Brissett in Washington. He scored 3 touchdowns. This guy Sam Howell, bro, I'm not sold on him. Let me tell you something, Mace. I really don't get into the sausage making of the NFL, what these teams do, who gonna draft this. I just make my plays when they come in, man. And then we tell who has a good player 3 years from now. When you look at somebody like Justin Fields, that guy he changes the game when he comes in. Now they almost won last week. I think they won. Didn't the Bears beat somebody?
No, they lost to Cleveland.
They lost to Cleveland. Okay, yeah. You know what? I personally think because neither quarterback, including Deshaun, and I don't know what's wrong with him, has sold up that man. The way the NFL is it's like this here. You have fans. You got people who pay to come to those games.
Mm-hmm.
When you have 2 quarterbacks that can win, that one quarterback cannot have a bad game because the fans start whining, the press gets on it, and the fans, just like they do with Pittsburgh, they'll start cheering for the guy on the bench. That puts a lot of pressure on your team. Then you got receivers, you got players, they will turn on a guy. They'll be like, we don't want to play with this quarterback. We want to play with this quarterback. So that's why when you look at Frisco, they got rid of their first round pick. They got rid of him and kept
Brock Purdy.
They kept Purdy, and then they went and found this other guy, the backup, who they know the fans don't want. Like he's just a back. He is a backup. If Purdy gets hurt, they're waiting for Purdy to come back. But the other young guy, they could not turn around and put him in, and he starts doing well. And then what are you going to do? You can't bench him. That's what's going to happen in Seattle. Gino, I know you guys say he had a great year, whatever. Every time I watch him, he's okay. He hadn't proven anything to keep that job. I'm not keeping up with Seattle media, but the way he did Monday night, like you said, he doesn't lose to the Eagles, and I didn't know that trend about. I didn't know that trend about him. But what I'm saying is, I would be real careful. I don't see Gino getting that job back, not this year. I don't.
I think, if you want my honest opinion, they'll trade up if they can to get Penix. But if they can't get Penix, if Penix doesn't fall to them.
Oh, Seattle?
Yeah.
Seattle, what are they going to do? How could they trade up?
Well, do it. They did to the Broncos. You trade a 1, a 3, and a 4. You can get a guy like Penix. They don't think he's going that high right now, Platt. I told you that. They got him in the low.
It's very possible Penix is going to win that team might win the national championship. And let me just say this.
Mm-hmm.
No. Let me say this about Washington.
Mm-hmm.
No. Like some of the stuff I'm hearing. Let's not sleep on that coach who, because of Penix, you don't really hear about that coach. But this guy's put that team together. And it's very possible if that defense comes to play, it's very possible he could win the national championship. And then all of a sudden, combine, he's going to be the first overall pick. I don't see anybody who's going to go ahead of him.
I'm going to tell you right now,
possible, Mace, if they would, if he plays well, Mace, because Penix can play well. Penix has the ability to pull it out of his hat, out of the hat, 4 or 5 touchdowns on these good teams.
I think the interesting thing, I keep bringing his name up, and I believe he will roll a lot of the GMs when he goes interview. I think young Jaden Daniels is going to skyrocket past almost everybody except Drake May and Caleb Williams. I think he's going to skyrocket.
Well, he might.
He's the kid. I told you this yesterday on your platform. He talks like he's 10 years old. In other words, what I mean by that, folks, is the young kid, Jaden. The kid's been sheltered. That's a better way of putting it. The parents are always around. Stays in his room. Plays video games all day. The young boy don't know a nightclub if we put it in front of him.
Well, he will. And one will be put in front of him. Mace, the whole college football landscape, right?
Yes.
I'm not impressed with anybody. I think that the guys will grow. They'll draft the guys. I personally like Penix. I don't like, I know he's a lefty, but I don't like his delivery. I don't know how. I mean, if he gets it's funny. It's like if he gets hit, can he take a hit? And with that funny, the way he throws. But we'll see. Whoever
he reminds me of Tua, but with a stronger arm. Penix got a rifle.
Yeah, whoever gets all of those guys, we'll just they have to be good. They have to be good coaches. They got to be good teams. And that's pretty much the only way. You look at Cleveland, Joe Flacco's in the league. I mean, that's how bad quarterbacking is in NFL. And there's just really no quarterbacks in the NFL. What's his boy? He popped his fucking Achilles. Aaron Rodgers. I mean, is he trying to come back next year?
Oh yeah, he says he's ready to go right now, but he says he's not going to waste his time. The Jets ain't going to go to the playoffs. But if the Jets, let me put it this way: if the Jets was 8-6 right now, he will play on Thursday night against Cleveland. But because the Jets are eliminated, he ain't going to waste his time.
Okay.
Marvin Harrison is going to be he. Marvin Harrison can go number one. The Bears can go that route too. You know, if they go Harrison, they're keeping Justin Fields.
I don't. You keep saying they're getting rid of. I don't know why would you get rid of Justin Fields?
I believe he'll be gone. But all I'm saying is, if they take Harrison number one, because Harrison's worthy of being number one overall. If they take Harrison, they're going to keep Fields. I think you will start hearing, you'll start seeing the smoke, like the Indians used to put the smoke out with the 2-2. You'll start seeing that with Fields around the Super Bowl. You'll start hearing things about Fields.
The guy from Western Kentucky, he's going in the draft. You got a bunch of quarterbacks from teams that went 7-5, 8-4. They're going in. It's going to be a whole lot of quarterbacks that's going to be available in the NFL. You don't have to trade away 2 first-round picks to move up to get one of these guys. None of these guys are proven. None of these guys are proven. So you got teams who have no quarterback. Right now, to me, the Browns, other than Deshaun Watson, they don't have any quarterbacks. The Raiders, you got the guy from Purdue. I mean, how long is you going to stay with him? Pittsburgh, they don't have a quarterback. Atlanta, they got one guy, maybe. So you got all these teams with Carolina. They don't think they have a quarterback. So a lot of these guys, a lot of quarterbacks coming out. I say you stay where you are and you just draft well. You draft poorly, you'll just be in the same. Tennessee, that's what killing me. The Titans don't have no quarterback, man.
No, they're gonna go. They're gonna go with Will Levis moving forward.
They're not gonna win with him, man. I saw them beat the Dolphins, right? And they came out and got beat. That team, he's no better. He's better than Tannehill, but he ain't much better.
You know why they like him? If you watch the Miami game, that's why they like him. He's tough.
He made one pass to washed up that washed up player
Hopkins.
Yeah, that dude. So D Hop. He made one pass to D Hop. Some of these teams deserve to lose, bro. The Titans.
Good morning to you. Good morning to you, Sheila E. Happy holidays, baby. D Hop. You funny, bro. D Hop.
D Hop stinks. These guys are washed up, man. These are not good players. I don't see anybody in college football. And now you got the national. You got these four national championship games, right?
Yeah.
Those guys got quarterbacks. I mean, I don't know if the guy from Alabama, I don't know if he's going to go. He's getting ready. He's certainly be there next year. And then you got the guy from Michigan. Then you got Washington. And then you got Texas. So quarterbacks are coming. If you don't have to mortgage your franchise for none of these guys. When you say Fields, I don't know what Bears going to get for him. They might get a first-round pick. If you're somebody like Atlanta and you'll take a first-round pick, I'll take Justin Fields for a first-round pick. I'm not giving you no 2 first-round picks. I'm not giving you no second. You get one. You don't – look, brother, if the Bears are stupid enough to think they're going to get rid of Justin Fields and draft – I don't care which one they draft, Drew May, they ain't going to win. They're going to be the same. They're going to be the same team, and they're going to realize they got to do the same thing they did with Justin Fields. He's a young quarterback. He's going to take some time to develop. They do not develop overnight like that. So I don't get it. And Bears they have a lot of needs. They need a GM that needs to be looking at that whole roster. You say Marvin Harrison, you get him, somebody got to throw to him. So where's your defense? And
Bears defense is good.
That defense is pretty good.
Yeah.
You said okay, all right.
Well, Bears are playing a lot.
But they just lost to the Browns. They just lost. They
Yeah,
ain't
but
that
the
good. They just
Browns,
lost. The Browns
Black,
stink.
Black,
Mace.
by
With Joe
midnight
Flacco,
Thursday
with
night.
Joe Flacco, makes no sense. If I was a GM and we lose to Joe
Yeah.
Flacco, I'm firing the whole fucking football staff.
I'm
That's
gonna surprise you right now.
unacceptable to
I'm gonna
lose to Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco, like I
Black,
said, he was at home on his couch. He was
Black.
out of
I'm gonna
football.
surprise you what I'm about to say. I'm gonna shock you what I'm about to say. So brace yourself. In my opinion, the best three teams in football right now are the two teams playing Monday night. Whoever wins is number one. Whoever loses is number two. And the number three to me is Cleveland, and it's not even close.
You think Cleveland's better than Dallas?
Oh, much better.
All right. Well, okay. Well, we'll see, man. Maybe Cleveland will come out.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, I'll put it to you this way. If the Cleveland Browns come out of the AFC, it will not surprise me at
all. It's not Cleveland. They got a defense. It's Joe Flacco. That's what's killing me.
And ever since Joe Flacco got off his couch, if you haven't noticed, not only they haven't lost yet, 3-0, he's added veteran leadership, championship pedigree at quarterback, and a calmness to the team.
There you go, man. Hey, you got faith in Joe Flacco. I don't. And
I
Mace,
think,
I understand. I don't keep up with every Mace. I look at the games. I look at the scores. I haven't watched Joe Flacco. I saw him come back. Great throw. The guy turned it up, took it to the house. I know they got a defense, but I just don't have a lot of faith in Joe Flacco. I think it's just a matter of time before that he turns into a pumpkin. It's just the clock's going to strike midnight, and he'll be what we think he is. He's Cinderella now.
I think if he goes up against a defense like the Dolphin defense, he will have a major problem. Because the Dolphins defense got a great secondary, and they could put pressure up the middle. And Joe Flacco is a gazillion-year statue back there. So if he went up against Miami, he will have a problem. The reason why I don't mention the Ravens is because that's a division rival, and they won in Baltimore this year. Matter of fact, two of the 7 playoff teams have won in Baltimore. They have, and the Colts beat them in Baltimore.
There you go. The Colts got them. Okay. Baltimore is a funny team, though. You don't know what you're going to get from them.
But we both love them Monday night.
Well, it looks like that. When we read, you wake up the next day, you look at things, Mace. That's why I'm not a big 2-3 game ahead type guy. We'll see. I mean, right now I'm going for him, but I got to go look at how the things go. I just know Lamar is very unpredictable because he can throw.
And he's pissed off for not getting respect.
Well, sometimes it looks like he can't do it, and then he can throw, and then he can run. Man, have you seen sometimes Lamar? He won't run. I've seen him just get sacked. He won't run. There are lanes. You'll just watch him. He'll just sit there. He'll sit there and wait till the last minute and get clipped up. And it's like when he wants to do it. When he wants to throw, he can throw. When he wants to run, he'll run. Because you can see Harbaugh. Harbaugh be looking at him like, what the hell are you doing? Get your head
like
out.
The Steelers? You like the Steelers projected draft pick, Pork Chop Henderson from the let me go back to this. Let me get this kid's name again.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, man.
All right, here we go. They're talking. I'm looking at the feature draft. The mock draft. And
Mace, like I said, I don't get into the sausage making of those teams, mocks, drafts.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh got a lot of
I'm
problems.
into that. I'm into all that stuff, man. This is why I
Pittsburgh has
talk football 9 months a year up here. All right,
Pittsburgh
here we go.
has
They got the Steelers. No, good.
Pittsburgh has a lot of problems, Mace. A lot. And no one draft pick is gonna solve it. And what you said a couple of weeks ago about trading TJ Watt, if they thought about it, that if there was it was a smart that guy, if he was smart, he'd do that. Because they just need to
I
get
never brought up
they
TJ Watt.
they need to move up, and that's about the only person they got. They got the receiver, they got the guy from Georgia, and they got TJ Watt. If they traded both of those guys for picks, this would be a year to do it. They get them a quarterback. They come in and get them some players. They don't have a run. They got one undrafted running back. The guy that they drafted stinks. They got bad line. You'll see that they're finna play. They're finna play in an hour. They don't have a
No,
line. They don't have a running back. They don't have a quarterback. They're
Pittsburgh plays at 3:30 your time.
yeah. Those guys get Those guys get hurt a lot. They don't have any the safety. If he's not playing, I know they're going to lose. The Fitzpatrick, if he's out, that's certainly going to lose. They don't have depth. They need a lot of players.
I think what Pittsburgh needs is a new coach that's going to put foot up these players' asses.
They're playing.
And I think they're going to get that coach.
Where are they going to get them from, Mason?
I have no clue.
Yeah, I don't say they don't, because when you talk about coaches, what's out there? The Chargers just got rid of their coach. What's out there? What is out there? Who's out there? Who's looming in the shadows? That's going to be a great head coach. This thing about the New Orleans coach, right? I mean, the guy for Denver, right? Sean Payton.
Yeah.
Yeah, he stinks. He's supposed to come in and be this mastermind. What is he doing?
Well, the team is 7-7 compared to the disastrous 5-12 last year.
I'd be surprised if they make the playoffs. No, with Kansas, they probably won't get in.
Denver? No, they're not going to get in. No. I think the teams are going to get in are the Colts, the Dolphins, the Chiefs, the Ravens. I'll go Cincinnati. And then you have your pick. Jacksonville, Buffalo. I'll put Buffalo in there. Buffalo. Those are your teams. Cincy, Buffalo, and Cleveland, your wild cards. Your division winners are the Colts, the Dolphins, the Ravens, and the Chiefs. Those are your division winners.
You got Cincinnati, Pittsburgh today. Give me Cincinnati. Cincinnati -3.
You got it.
You got Buffalo, Chargers. You got 12 points. Buffalo, Chargers. At LA, new coaching staff, Easton Stick, the quarterback. You think Buffalo's they're gonna be serious?
Yeah, they're gonna put them away. Yeah,
they're gonna win the game.
Yeah,
We know they're
Buffalo
gonna win
win
the
by
game.
3 touchdowns.
But are they gonna come in and shut the Chargers down and play like
Yes.
they did Dallas? Are they gonna come in and play the way they play? Or are they gonna
Yes.
come in BSing, just win the game, and just don't care? Because they're gonna win the game. I don't think they're going to go in and just lose the game. I think they'll win, but they get up by 10. Easton Stick gets a field goal, and you look around, and they're just over there just, half-assing, and then they punt the ball, and then they get a garbage can touchdown and a cover. That's why I don't minus 12 and a half. The
I'm
line,
taking it.
yeah, well, he's really asking you to pay for a lot for. Well, and another thing about it, if you're a gambler, why play this game? It's just not a good game. 12 points, a pro football game against a garbage can team. One team's trying to make the playoffs. The other team, you don't know what you're going to get, and you're getting 12 points, and they're at home. And you got a new coaching staff. You don't know what I don't know what they're going to do. This guy might turn around and say, hey, we're going to make some changes. And this, next thing you know, they're actually playing well. They're playing better than they were under the old coaching staff. Then you got 3 late bowl games that might be a better option. That's what I'm saying. This game is just not at 7:00. I'm not. If give me the 12 and a half. If I got to make a play, give me the 12 and a half.
Buffalo, you want the Bills 12 and a half?
No, give me the points. I take the points on it. I'll hold on to the points. I'm not there. Another thing, I'm not sold on Buffalo. I saw Buffalo. I saw them decimate Dallas. I'm just not sold on Buffalo. It doesn't matter to me. Even if they make the playoffs, they're not going to beat anybody. Somebody was saying who wants to play. Who wants to play them? Hey, hell, I'd play them in the playoffs. The Kansas City win. Kansas City is beating themselves. Kansas City is flat out beating themselves.
Yeah, I'm not scared. I'm not scared of the Bills like everybody wants you to be. No, I'm not scared of the Bills.
Yeah. And then they're still, because you go look at the division, Miami owns that division. It's like, where the Bills, like, they're way down trying to make the playoffs. Miami's up there. They got the most wins. They're going to win the division. Buffalo is struggling trying to make the playoffs. Where is Buffalo so much better than Miami? No, I'm saying when you listen to the talking heads, they're in there talking about people are afraid of Buffalo and Miami better. It's like, man, Miami is like 10-5 or something. They're 10-3, they're leading the division. They're finna close the division. It's gonna be they're gonna win the conference. And then Buffalo, it's competing against all these other teams, Cleveland, all these other teams trying to get a playoff spot. And it's like, no, Buffalo's may not even make the playoffs. So that's 12 and a half. That's too. You see what I'm saying? I think they're jumping the gun on it. I wouldn't play this game because you're right, the Chargers stink, and they could, so. And it's not a game I don't even want to play because it doesn't even look like it's going to be a competitive game.
I think the Chargers already packed their bags, waiting to go to Cabo, wherever where the hot women are. That's where they're making their vacation plans. And that's a gutless franchise from top to bottom.
Oh, yeah. So did you think they quit? Was it the Raiders that good, or the team just quit?
They quit. You don't be losing 42-0 at halftime, Platt. The Raiders are not that good.
Yeah. You know what? Hey, I have to agree with you on that. I didn't know the Raiders had it in them. And then it's a black dude, right? Isn't the interim coach a black dude?
Antonio Pierce, Super Bowl hero for the New York Football Giants. They beat Tom Brady twice. I'll tell you the story. It's a cool story. So they get embarrassed on Monday Night Football in Detroit. So in the locker room, as Mr. Miami likes to call him, Colonel Sanders, the owner was tired of the losing. So then Pierce got up and said that the Patriot way is bullshit. It's full of shit, and I beat him twice in the Super Bowl. So Josh McDaniel got in his face, said, don't you take the Patriots out of your mouth. And Antonio Pierce said, what the fuck you gonna do? I'm gonna beat your ass right here, right now. And he was about to beat the shit of Josh McDaniels in front of the players. And the owner said, you know what? We're gonna go with this guy. You're fired. Next day, him and the GM was fired.
And the GM. Who's the GM, Mace?
I don't know his name, but I know he's long gone with McDaniels. And McDaniels will never get another. The only way McDaniels is going to be in the league is when Bill Belichick goes to his next job in February. He'll be back somewhere in February. I will put my money on he'll be in the Redskins.
Where's Mike Mayock?
I don't know, but I love him. I miss Mike Mayock. I loved him on NFL Network.
Well, no, he was the GM for a while for the Raiders, and
yeah, I know.
I wonder where he is now. He took a little time off.
Yeah, I think so. I love Mayock. I loved him on NFL Network.
Mike Mayock. So now we got. Well, I mean, I think he was a GM. He might have got so much money. He just said, "Fuck it." He's probably in Tahiti somewhere. Detroit, Minnesota, at Minnesota. Detroit -3. Detroit 10-4. Minnesota 7-7. And it looks like Minnesota has went with the backup. I don't know if you would call it a benching.
Nick Mullins, they're going with.
Okay, so they've put the they've ended the
astronaut.
The experiment. What was his name?
Joshua Dobbs.
So that's over?
That's over. He's third string.
Oh, he's third string. So Detroit, Minnesota. They got the line. Look, why is the line 3 points, Mace?
Detroit hasn't been, killing teams lately. That in other words, Detroit, they don't play well against the good teams.
Yeah, that's a chin scratcher right there, Mace. They don't give you anything. Like, look, when you look at this Buffalo Chargers, right? They making you got to give them 12.5 points going to 13 if you want the Bills to play the Chargers, right? 8 o'clock game. You wake up the next day, they're almost begging you to take Detroit. How you like this Detroit Minnesota game? It's only -3. That's like what? Against a backup quarterback? They must know something we don't.
Exactly.
Yeah. Indy, Atlanta. Atlanta -2.5. Indy 8-5. Atlanta 5-8.
I'm gonna take Indy to win outright. I think the Falcons coach is now feeling the heat.
Okay. Well, let me say something.
Mike Tomlin's gonna be available, so.
Indy lost to the Panthers. Panthers beat them 9-8 or something. Beat them with field goals.
Atlanta lost to the.
Yeah. Atlanta lost to
Carolina.
Lost to Carolina.
Nobody at the stadium, Platt. $4 tickets. Nobody was there. No joke. Watch the video of it. Nobody was in the stadium.
Right. Nobody was in the stadium. Atlanta played the Panthers, and I think the Panthers beat them with field goals. I think it was 9. Was it 9-0?
No, it was. I think that final score was 9. I think it was because they got a safety. So I think it was. Let me check score that shit game last week.
Panthers beat them.
I know at the last second. Yeah, they did. I mean, I'm glad that. I'm glad I didn't have to watch that crap. That would have put me to sleep. That game. Let me find this game. I mean, my lord. The whole division sucks. At least Tampa Bay is showing something. I mean, damn. At least the Buccaneers with Baker Mayfield having a monster year. No one's talking about it. I'm going to take the Colts to win that game outright, Platt.
They lost 7-9 at Carolina. Give me the Falcons to beat the Colts, and let me tell you why. The Colts, to me, are overrated. They played Pittsburgh. They blew them out. Pittsburgh is absolute garbage. You want to talk about a team that's quit? Pittsburgh is trash.
Yeah, they quit.
Falcons went in and lost the game. Now, no doubt about it, Mace. Falcons stink. I'm just not sold on the Colts. Now, I know Gardner, Gardner and all that. They do have some players. They can play pretty well, but I don't think people assume. Well, actually, Falcons are favored, and the public is all over the Colts. 75% taking the Colts. Nobody is on Atlanta, and these are exactly the games you stay away from. Like, I mean, really, you don't play either one of these teams. But if I got to pick a team, I take the Falcons. I think that they'll beat at home with nobody believing in them, right? I think they'll get a win over the Colts. I'm not sold on the Colts, period. So, but I got you. I got you. I got what you're saying, but I think that the line maker came back and still made the Falcons a 2.5-point favorite. And I think that a lot of times, man, they want to bait you on the wrong side. And these people make too much money. That's why Vegas has got those waterfalls, those make so much money. This is not a game. I'm talking about every game, every team. They sit back and they before they put that number out, they look at those teams and they say, okay, Atlanta just lost to Carolina. Indy's coming in. Indy looked great against Pittsburgh. Man, that's, this like a setup to me. I'd have to take Atlanta. And let me just say this, Mace, because when you wager on these teams, you are going to lose bets. There's no way you're going to win all your bets. You say, okay, I'm gonna win it. No, you have to be careful, A, with how much you put up, A, and B, who you play. And you have to be careful on the games. That's why this, to me, today, tomorrow, maybe Monday, you might be able to survive Monday. And then in the college football, maybe Tuesday night, Wednesday, you can start really seriously putting money on those teams because you have matchups where you have a value, you have actual good players. But these games now, Eastern Michigan, Northwestern, have you kept up with these things? It's hard to make anything.
No, I'm not even paying attention to
them. Not you, Mace. I'm saying these bowl games, and then you have to know if did the coach get fired? Did the coach get hired to another team? Is he playing? Okay, are the players, are they in the transport? Are they leaving? Or are they getting ready to go to the professional football? Are they even playing? And then sometimes that don't even matter. So what I'm saying, a lot of that stuff is like flipping a coin. That's why a lot of these bowl games, and you want to talk about nobody in the stand, that's a lot of these bowl games. They're almost literally in front of an empty stadium.
Yeah, and all these bowl games except the big ones. Yeah.
Now, we talked about fandom, right? Being a fan.
Yeah.
And just supporting the team.
Yeah.
Because you're a fan. Well, we got the Texans versus Cleveland Sunday. Now, I'm a fan of the Texans. So from that perspective, I have a position that I want the Texans to win. So I'm not rooting for Cleveland. That's what I'm saying. So I wouldn't be playing. If I play the game, I'm playing the Texans, man.
This is a no-brainer. Browns will win outright. Defense is a Super Bowl defense. They're going with the third-string quarterback with the Texans. Their two best receivers are out for the season. I'm gonna go with the Texans outright.
Now, did you hear what I'm saying? The people out there listening, listen. This is a fan bet. I'll take the Texans just off fandom. Not talking about X's and O's. So yeah, if I watch that game, man, I'm clearly gonna be rooting for the Texans. I will not be rooting for the Browns. So
Okay, I understand. Oh, you going to my favorite game of the week next?
go ahead, call it up.
I am definitely, undoubtedly taking Jordan Love and the Packers at -4 in what was nobody at the game last week. I'll guarantee you there will be 50 to 60,000 Packer fans in Carolina for this one. I'm taking the -4 and I'm taking the over at 37.5. And I think that Carolina will score some points this week because the Green Bay defense is that bad. But their defense is nothing special. And I'm going to take Jordan Love -4 in Carolina.
I got you.
Can we skip the
Yeah,
Giants?
put me down there
Okay.
for the Packers. I'd rock with the Packers too.
All right. Yeah. I just don't see it for Carolina. And
That's a team I haven't seen. I haven't seen anything from that team.
Carolina,
Yeah, I haven't seen a highlight.
you ain't missing anything, bro.
No, other than the actual, you get the, like at the bottom of the screen,
Yeah.
and then it goes into the next 3 o'clock games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything from the Panthers.
Bro, here's the bottom line with the Panthers. About 6 weeks ago, the entire front office, scouts, and the head coach threw the owner under the bus. They all wanted CJ Stroud. The owner wanted Bryce Young. So the owner said, "You're all going to get fired. Don't worry about it, but I'm going to fire the head coach first for throwing me under the bus." And nobody wants that job, by the way. That situation is a mess in Charlotte right now. So I am definitely, we're both going with Jordan Love -4 at Carolina tomorrow.
There we go. So, all right. Let me come over here. Where is my okay? All right. We did the okay. Now we got Seattle versus Tennessee. Seattle 7-7, Tennessee 5-9 at Tennessee. Tennessee plus the 3.5. And let me just go real quick to see if they've made a cornerback, if Geno's going to be the quarterback. They said expected quarterback Geno to return. Yee. Oh man. Okay. Well, I want to watch. I'm gonna keep a watchful eye on that thing, because if he loses, man, and he didn't play well in the playoffs. If he loses, I can see him getting benched. I can see him getting benched during the game, because I don't know where Drew Lock. Man, Drew Lock is trash. That Drew
Look
Lock
like
that Drew Lock we saw playing. I swear to God, man, Drew Lock is trash. That Drew Lock we saw doing Monday night. I don't know where that guy came from. And now maybe the Eagles are that bad. Drew Lock is trash. That is an interception machine. And Metcalf don't have no hands, man. Where'd that come from?
He's looking good lately, bro. Metcalf destroyed Dallas. He had a big game in San Francisco, and Drew Lock played well in San Francisco.
Go talk to Russell about Eric Metcalf and his hands. That pass dropping, that man will drop a pass in a minute.
Yeah, he does. I remember a few years ago they played Dallas, and it was in Seattle. It was a sunny day. Russell Froome would have been a 70-yard bomb, and he dropped the ball near the end zone. You can't make this shit up with Metcalf. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna take Seattle. Seattle can sniff the playoffs now. They got Tennessee. They got the Steelers who are gonna make a long trip to Seattle next week, which is gonna be this rough trip for them. And then they go to Arizona. Yeah, I like Seattle to make the playoffs. They'll make the playoffs.
Well, if you go by the Monday night team that beat the Eagles, I'd be on Seattle every week. But that ain't what you get.
That's true. That's not what you get. What you see is what you don't get with Seattle. Yeah. I think if you want the truth, Plant, I think Seattle's a quarterback away. If I'm the Seahawks, I would seriously entertain trying to get Justin Fields.
What's up with the pass interference, though? The guy grabbed the guy's jersey, yanks him, and then picks the ball off, and there was no flag. And another thing, Jalen Hurt. Fuck is he throwing all these deep? Where did that come from?
Try to warn these guys about Jalen Hurts.
Where are all these deep pass? I'm saying that Monday night, man, I haven't. Maybe I don't watch enough. I think normally when he makes them deep balls, he normally throws touchdowns. He was under throwing the ball. He kept trying to throw deep. And if you go and look at the tape, if you go look at the tape,
yeah,
he's got all types of open men, like 5, 6 yards, 10 yards down the field. He's throwing bombs. I'm like, what the hell is this guy doing?
I think the 49ers shook his confidence. And then the Cowboys whipped his ass. And then Seattle came back to beat him. Remember, he threw the interception at the end of the game for Seattle to clinch the game.
He is not.
So I think the Eagles are in a lot of trouble right
now. Now, who did you go with? Seattle, Tennessee?
I took Seattle. Easy. Took Seattle.
Okay. At Tennessee, yeah. You would think. So I'm with you on that one. You would think. I don't have any faith in Tennessee. None. The Commanders, Washington Commanders, Washington 4-10 versus the Jets. Jets 5-9. Jets at New York -3.
I think that they'll end up in a tie. Both suck.
Yeah. So what's the word about the coaching staff? Is he done? Is Rex?
Both of these coaches, Ron Rivera is going to get fired. The Jets are eyeing Belichick once he's officially gone. Jets are going to make a big run at Belichick.
Okay. I'd have to take the Jets in this one. Jacksonville, you brought up Tampa Bay, right? Jacksonville 8-6. Tampa Bay 7-7. Tampa Bay at home -1.5. Look like the public's all over Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay easy because Trevor Lawrence not playing tomorrow.
What's the deal with Trevor that he's taken this week off?
Ankle.
But he played despite that.
No,
So he decided to. So he's going to be injured this week.
That's what they're saying.
Okay. All right. Well, actually, I think Tampa Bay is. They won last week.
Shit.
the brother down there coaching them, and you got Baker. Haven't dealt at all with Tampa Bay this whole year. But if I got to pick a team, I'd have to take Tampa Bay at home to win
I
this game.
think that's one of the easiest games of the week because I do not see Nick Mullins going to Tampa Bay. The Baker Mayfield last week, that's the best game he ever played in his life. Now, I know part of it is the Green Bay defense is horrible. I think that plays a big part of it, but I give Baker a lot of credit, man. He was awesome last week in Lambeau. And, I'm trying to find out now officially by the NFL what's up with Lawrence as we're talking.
Okay.
Back up. Oh, way up.
We got Arizona at Chicago. Chicago 5-9. Arizona 3-11.
I'm gonna take the Bears outright because they're playing better football right now.
Minus the 4.5. Chicago, Arizona, public all over Arizona. I did watch the Arizona Frisco game last week. Saw what they do. They're mostly a run-oriented team. They got really big. They got good. That's one thing. See, when you're a bad team, Arizona, I mean, I don't know who the GM is, but when you're a bad team and you get those first-round picks and you're always drafting top of the second round, top of the third, you can compile some good players, man. You may not be winning games, but you can get a line. Man, they were moving people. Arizona they did it to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's trash, but I'm saying, and then they bought, Murray back. Now Murray he'll turn that thing over. Now he's an okay quarterback, but he will turn it over. So you can pick him off. But their offensive line and their running game, man, they're gonna get 6-7 yards. I gotta lean to Arizona. I watched them against the Bears. They're gonna stay in these games. Because you look at them and say, how does this bad team, how does this terrible team win games? I see how they win these games. Man, they're hard as hell to stop on the run. And they were moving the 49ers around. Even though the 49ers blew them out, they were moving them around, man. They had 200 yards rushing on the 49ers. They got some backs, and I don't think the Bears can – I think they're going to squeeze out a win. They're going to keep it close. And then you got Murray, if he starts to run, you know what's going to happen because he's short, low center of gravity, hard to tackle. I take Arizona in there. If I had to play the game, I won't be playing this game. If I had to play this game, I'd have to take the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I got the Trevor Lawrence update. Limited in practice. So we'll find out tomorrow. All right, and don't forget he had the concussion last week too in that game. And let me do this for Mr. Miami right now since he's in the chat room because it's right in front of me. Dallas losing their best defensive tackle. Haskins is out. Tyron Smith is going to be out. Zach Martin's going to be out. So 3/5 of the Dallas offensive line is out for this game with the showdown late tomorrow. I'll be up here calling the play-by-play live. Dallas at Miami. And Robert Hunt is out for this game for Miami. So Dallas will be missing 3/5 of their offensive line for this game on Sunday.
4:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Yes.
Dallas at Miami. Miami minus the 1.5. Miami 10-4, like we said. Bills are 7-7, struggling to make the playoffs. Miami holds that conference. Miami 10-4, conference leader, going against the Cowboys 10-4. Dallas is on the road. Dallas doesn't play very well on the road. And we're starting to see that when you put them on the road, they're a different team. We saw that with the Bills.
A lot of people,
Bills.
I was talking about this last night. A lot of people have cooled off on this game now because how Dallas was embarrassed. And let's be honest, most of the public are Dallas fans or Dallas haters. Well, the Dallas supporters, especially the media, they're very leery that Miami may blow them out this game. And I don't know.
Miami, I don't know about the blowout. The line is low, 1.5. If I got to play this game, public all over Miami, 55%, I would go with Dallas don't play well on the road. I would lean to Miami. I would say that the Bills, Miami are looking at the Bills in their rear view, in the sense Bills is making all this noise. And they also had that wake-up call against Tennessee. And if that coach didn't get in there and tell those guys, hey, we got to play through the whistle, man. We got to play till the game is over. We can't think these guys going to quit and go out here and lose these games. After what the Bills did to Dallas, I don't see Miami taking it easy. I see Miami jumping out. They said now there's a word that Hill, right? Is he sick or something?
He's going to play. He missed the game last week with the ankle problem, but he's going to play.
Yeah, I don't see them. And you know what? A guy who I think is very underrated, the running back for Miami, the Mostert guy.
Yeah, Mostert. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that guy's extremely underrated. And it ain't so much he runs for 200 yards. That guy gets touchdowns. It's hard to keep that guy out of the end zone.
Yeah. I'm looking at Dallas right now, and three fifths of your offensive line is not going to play. That's the problem.
Well, they might. Well, if you don't have a line, is Dax going to play?
Oh, yeah, Dax fine.
He won't be if they don't have a line. If they're putting a bunch of scrubs out there, he's going to get hurt, man.
I get the feeling. I think this game can go either way. I really believe if Miami beats them tomorrow, Miami's going to blow them out of the building because Miami's tired of hearing that they can't beat a good team. And what better team to beat with the whole planet watching than the Dallas Cowboys? On the other side, I could see Dallas winning this game in a close game so they can shut people up. They can win on the road against a good team. This game could go either way.
I don't think Dallas can win on. I don't think that they're a good road team. I think they're a good team. I think if they can get home playoff games, I think they'll be just fine. They've proven they can beat the Eagles at home. What they had? The 49, they went to San Francisco, right?
Yeah, they went to, the Cowboys went to San Francisco. Yeah. San Francisco went to Philly and destroyed them in Philly.
And so the Cowboys at home, a 49er Cowboy game at home would be interesting. They're a different team at home this year. They're a different team at home. So I would lean to Miami purely because it's on the road, it's on grass, it's not Texas Stadium. Like you said, there's injuries on the line, and the way the Bills whooped them, I'd have to lean to Miami to at least make it out of this game. I don't think they're gonna blow them out, but a field goal win is a win. A win's a win. I think Miami can do it. Now we got New England. And Denver 7-7. I guess they're trying to make the playoffs. New England out 3-11. New England 7.5. Denver minus the 7.5. One thing that New England has, though, New England averages about 13 points a game. One thing they have is a defense. I don't think Denver can put points on New England's defense. I think they'll get a couple of field goals. I think New England will win this game. I'm not impressed at all with Denver. I think New England will win. I think they'll win this game 13-6.
I'll be doing my post-game show while this game is going.
No, Russell, listen, hey man, look, black community, we love you, Russell. Look, he's a simp and all of that. I can't change the man, but I don't have no problem with that man personally. But Russell, you can't play. Russell, I don't blame you now, Russell. They owe you $200+ million. You got to stay out there. But Russell, this ain't it, Russell. Give it about 2 more years and then hang him up. I think New England's going to win this game.
He'll be on a new team next year. I'm going to go Broncos, but I think it'll be a little closer than what it is. 7 is too many for the Broncos against anybody. But I think New England will cover. Broncos will win a close one. And, you're going to do these games. We talked about the Chiefs earlier. You like the Raiders to win outright. You're going to take the Eagles in the 13.5 line?
I wouldn't be. Okay, look, Vegas. You got Vegas, Kansas City. Raiders, they're out of it, 6-8. Chiefs playing with fire, 9-5. They're playing with fire. They're obviously going to win the division, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're in it because of that. But I'm saying they're going to make playoffs because they win the division. But they are playing with fire, bro. They keep losing. They're going to be on the road. And Kansas City, and this is the line maker. This is the line maker punishing the public. They don't want Kansas City. They don't want you making money off the Kansas City Chiefs. You got to give them 10 points, man, against the Raiders. After Raiders literally destroyed the Chargers. Now, if you believe the Chargers quit and it wasn't the Raiders, then this is a regular team. So the Chargers, Kansas City can win 21-3, 21-7, right? So that'll clear the 10. Now, the way they have been playing, I don't like that many points. Give me 3 points, man. This is Christmas. Give me something for fucking Christmas, man. Give me a 3. I don't want to give up no 10 points on Christmas playing the Raiders. This is a rivalry game. They're going to be close anyhow. At Kansas City, man, love the Chiefs. I love Pat Mahomes, big Chiefs fan. Oh man. Then I won't. This is what I would say to you guys. If you're talking to me, if I got to play this game, I got to take the 10 points. Now, me, would I play? I'm not taking no 10. I'm getting in the fan zone. I'm a fan when it comes to Kansas City, man. So if I watch the game, I'll either watch it, but if I got to make some money, if I got to put some money, I got to put my money on the Chiefs. But they're asking me to give up 10 points. If anything, I'll just wait, come in at the half, and see how it's going. But nah, I'm not betting on no Raiders. But if you're trying to make money, man, go ahead and take them 10 points. And after 3 hours, go to the pay window and double your money. Because I don't see Kansas City beating them by 10. I see Kansas City winning a close game, maybe a field goal. And it's mostly Andy Reid, man. It's Andy Reid. The more and more, I'd say the last month, we're starting to see Andy Reid, the identity of Andy Reid, start to show on this team, man. Andy Reid is a loser. Now I'm saying
Andy.
No, he won a bunch of games. They had Bieniemy. The whole time it was Bieniemy doing the coordinator, getting on Pat. And now that he's got this he's got this new coordinator, you're starting to see more and more. You see that team is undisciplined, dropping balls. all types of penalties, holding, all types of mistakes. Andy Reid, man, you're starting to see the Andy Reid come out in this team. And man, to be honest with you, you know what, Mace? I wouldn't put it past the Raiders to go in there and beat them. I wouldn't put it past if the Raiders, just say they're half as good as they. Just say the Chargers quit and the Raiders are half as good. Man, I can see the Raiders going there and just beat Kansas City. Because where's Kansas City so great they can't be beaten?
Right. Right.
Yeah, so to be honest with you, this is a game. This week, you just stay away from this game. You find another a better game. You got Philly, New York. That's the 4:30 game. Philly, New York. Philly 10-4, New York 5-9. New York Giants going to Philadelphia. Philly minus the 14 points, 13.5. Public all over the 13.5 at Philly going against New York, even though New York, the quarterback they have, I think it's some numbers where compared to all the quarterbacks, he's like in the top 3 with completions, time of possession. So people are just told, well, of course they are, because that's the public, and the public is idiots. And that's you're giving me the New York Giants and 2 touchdowns against a team that just lost to Seattle. What do you think, Mace?
In Philly, I'm going to take Philly because the crowd will give them some confidence.
I got you, man.
And they always beat the hell out of the Giants.
Okay.
They always do.
Well, I'm telling you this Christmas, the line maker is not giving you anything. He gives you a 1:00 game. That's 10 points, right? That you got to give up 10 points. He gives you a Kansas City minus the 10. Then he follows that up with a Philadelphia minus 13. So he's giving you a lump of coal, bro, because these are not good games. And to be honest with you, man, I'm gonna be for real. You just it's gonna be a dog day, bro. And like the movie Dog Day Afternoon, it's gonna be an underdog day, brother. You can sit back. See, when you really get serious about this stuff, you say, fuck that. Give me the dog. Give me the points. I'll take them points. Give me them. I don't care. You're gonna give me 2 touchdowns. I'll take the Giants. All it takes is, man, let me tell you something. When you give me 2 touchdowns, all it takes is a block punt. All it takes is a run, Jalen Hurts fumble, pick. Give me 7 points, and I got 14. And I'm eating my turkey, man, and my cranberry sauce, counting my fucking money. This is way too much money. And they're eating the public up. Public's all over the Philly bet. Now they're all over the Raiders. They taking them 10 points with the Raiders. All over the Philly bet, though. And that's crazy to take 14 points. And man, I got to look at this Giants thing, because they were saying the Giants, their quarterback is not that bad.
Yeah, Tommy DeVito, no, he's not.
Yeah, they said he's not that bad. And then Barkley's healthy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got a healthy Saquon, you got a healthy Barkley. You got a decent he's not nothing to write home about. You got a decent quarterback. And then look, fuck this. I'm not sold on Philly's defense. Drew Lock stinks. Drew Lock's fucking stinks. When are they going to stop him? Who are they going to stop? Nah, man, and I know the history of it. I get it, brother. Now, Christmas, if I got to play this game, I'm taking them points. Give me them 2 touchdowns. Until the Eagles, and I don't know, like you say, they've been shook since they played the fucking Niners. I don't know what's going on with this. This is not the Eagles team that we saw a month ago. I don't know where this team's come from.
Niners shook them up, man. Abe O, thanks for coming, family. Appreciate you. I guess he listened to you yesterday. He wants some picks. Well, Platt so far got Vegas plus 10, the Bengals minus 3, the Chargers plus 12.5, the Packers minus 4, and now he's taking the Giants plus 13.5.
Now we got the Monday night game, Mace.
Well, we're both agreeing with this one.
Yeah, Monday night, 49ers. 49ers 11-3. Brock Purdy, MVP. Guy goes from Mr. Irrelevant, third string, the third string quarterback. Both of the starters get hurt. The guy comes in, goes on a run, takes the team to the playoffs. Only reason he gets out, they lose. He gets injured in the playoffs, rehabs, comes back. They trade the quarterback, make him the starter. They're 11-3. Brock Purdy is the MVP. He's on his way to MVP. Monday night game, 11-3. Baltimore, 11-3. Public all over Baltimore. 49ers minus the 5.5. You get 5.5 points if you take the Ravens. Looking at this game, I know Purdy studied him. I know C-Mac studied him. Short passes, very accurate quarterback, very accurate. Anything within 10 yards, very accurate. And he can throw deep. This is the problem for the 49ers. You don't know what you're going to get from Lamar. You might get 4 touchdowns. You might get 4 interceptions. You don't know what you're going to get from Lamar. He might go out there and lose 20 yards. He might go out there and run for 2 touchdowns. You don't know what you're going to get from Lamar. They just gave
off right now.
They just gave 200 yards up to Arizona. They gave up 200 yards. If you look at the Ravens, and this is where people make mistakes, it has not been all Lamar. People want to make, okay, Lamar Jackson. Man, they've been winning with defense. They've been winning with special teams. If the Ravens do what I think they're going to do, show up as a whole team, they're going to beat the 49ers because it ain't about Lamar. If you say, okay, we're going to shut Lamar down, shut him down. Shut them down. They can run the football, man, and they can play defense. Was it the Jacksonville Jags? Was it Jag? You said it gave Trevor Lawrence a goddamn concussion.
Yeah. 49ers did.
Oh, the Niners gave him a concussion.
And he got another one against whoever they played this past week. Got another one. And by the way, the only team that
wasn't that the Ravens?
Yeah, the Ravens gave him another one. Yeah. By the way, AQZ, bro, thank you, man, for last night. I had a giant cup of tea this morning. I feel a lot better. Appreciate you. Tea with lemon, bro. Thank you, family. I'm going to join you with this plot, but I'm going to throw in one more thing. When it's 11:30 Eastern Standard Time, Monday night, Lamar Jackson would have snatched the MVP off Brock Purdy's neck, and Lamar Jackson would be the MVP of the league.
You know what? I don't think he is. Look, I have a problem. I don't think Lamar's I think Purdy's the MVP. I think the way he's played. What about the stats? Who has the best stats, Mace?
He does, but here's going to be the problem for Brock Purdy.
Okay, Purdy had. Hold up.
I'm going to win this right now. Hold on.
Purdy has better stats, right?
That's not going to matter. You know what's going to matter? Look at the Baltimore Ravens complete schedule. And Lamar went out there for the world to see, primetime Monday Night Football, and beat them in San Francisco. he will win the MVP outright.
Well, they can give it. They can give it to whoever they want to give it to.
He will have the best record in the NFL if he beats San Francisco. Ravens will end up with the best record in the league, in the entire league.
Yeah. Okay. Hold up. Because let me go look it up. It's brother. You want to give the MVP to Lamar?
I'm going to win this argument, folks. Let's go through it.
You want to give the MVP to Lamar Jackson? Let me go to stats.
No. Purdy got him in stats.
We go. No. I'm going to look at his stats. I'm going to look at his stats. He's thrown for 3. He's got 7. Wait a minute. How many touchdowns? He's got.
The Platt, that's not going to matter. This is what's going to matter.
Finish,
no, Platinum. I'm about to prove my point right now, sir. Let me prove my point for Lamar Jackson.
No, you want to give the MVP to someone who's got 17 touchdowns and 7 picks. And
that doesn't matter, bro. I'm going to tell you why he's going to win the most valuable player.
But okay, well, wait a minute, Mace. Wait a minute, Mace. Mace? The Ravens are winning because of the team. They're not winning because of Lamar. They ain't the reason they're winning. You don't know what
the media loves Lamar. Here's the schedule for Lamar.
Brock Purdy's got 29 touchdowns, 7 picks.
If Lamar Jackson walks in there Monday night and beats him, all people going to know is that he walked in there and beat him.
Hold on. First of all, if the Ravens win like they did against the Bills, if they win, it's a team effort. And just like the guy who returned the punt in overtime, it's a goddamn team effort. It ain't Lamar. Look, I don't have a problem with Lamar. But that's what I've noticed about the people. Keep bringing up fucking Lamar. Listen, he's the quarterback. You don't know what you're going to get from him. They got a running back. They got a defense.
A running back.
They have
hold on. A running back last Sunday night blew his knee out on Sunday Night Football. Out for the year. All right, here we go. Okay, this is how we do it. Platinum, you're going to lose this. Here we go. Houston, 8-6. The Bengals, 8-6. The Colts, 8-6. You might as well give Cleveland 11-5 because they're going to beat Houston with no quarterback and no receivers tomorrow. Okay. Pittsburgh, 500. All right, Titans, the only losing team. Detroit, 10-4. You get where I'm going with this? All right, Arizona.
Mace, but no, I disagree, Mace. Brock Purdy
he's going to lose it. Lamar's going to win Monday night.
Purdy is the MVP in anything. And wait a minute, even if they lose Monday night, anything else is a robbery. Brock Purdy's clearly the better quarterback of the two. He's going now. I don't think that he might have a terrible. He may have a terrible game Monday night, and they lose the game. But I'm saying when you look at the Ravens are waiting. Look with Lamar, who knows what he'll do in the playoffs? But if you watch Lamar, if you watch him, man, Lamar, you don't know what he's thinking about. Lamar, he might throw a touchdown, he might throw a pick, he might throw the ball in the dirt. They win because they are a good team. Now he makes them a better team. But when the Ravens play and he's playing, they're hard to beat.
A lot of people
he inspires that defense. And they're not the Ravens ain't that their defense ain't that great, but when he's playing, man, they play above what you normally expect. They be out there bowling. So that's what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, I'm not impressed at all with Lamar this year. Lamar really ain't done nothing.
I've been saying it since week 6 in here with the strength of schedule. He walks into San Francisco and beats the 49ers on Monday night. Lamar Jackson will be the unanimous MVP of the National Football League. And you're going to start hearing it all over the place. Because, number one, everybody thinks Brock Purdy got an all-star team around him. Okay? That's number one. If it's up to the media, they give it to Dak Prescott right now, but we all know what Dak did in Buffalo last week, and that's why Dak is not in the conversation anymore. Okay. Now, if Tyreek Hill gets 2,000 yards, he's going to get it over Lamar and Brock Purdy.
Okay. But Brock, if you're going to give it to a quarterback, Brock is the one you give it to. He got more touchdowns. And even if he has a bad game Monday night, say he throws 3 picks and they lose, you shouldn't take it from him because his overall, as a quarterback, he's better than Lamar. Lamar as a quarterback, he's okay. Lamar's not doing anything to write home about. Now, if he gets into the playoffs, and they will, and he turns it up and he's running for 100 yards and he's scoring and he's winning, yeah, okay, MVP and all that can go to him. You know, Super Bowl, and he did a great thing in the play. Yeah, but right now, you don't know what you're going to get from Lamar.
He's motivated. He doesn't like that the Ravens are being disrespected all week. Roquan Smith says he's going to take care of business. I love the Ravens this week to win outright against San Francisco. And the Ravens will claim, I've been saying all year long, they're the best team in football.
Well, I like your confidence. I actually am leaning to them, but there are no guarantees. So, because the 49ers could just win this game. But I'm not impressed. Look, Lamar, I'm a Steeler fan, brother. I'm very familiar with Lamar Jackson. He hadn't really done nothing this year. And last year, he really was fucking up. When he was bitching about his contract, he was fucking up. Now, they gave him his money. They gave him his receiver. And Lamar, to me, I don't know what he's trying to do out there. I don't know. When he backs up, he gets sacked. He throws picks. I don't know what he sees. But we'll see. They're 11.
He is the star child, everybody. You see that thumbnail there? Lamar Jackson is the star child.
We'll see. Now, if you ask me who my MVP is, if I had to vote, I'm putting down Brock Purdy.
Okay.
The way he plays, his accuracy, you want to talk about drops. They drop a lot of his passes.
I don't know. I look at Brandon Ayuk, and I see a superstar right there.
No, I'd trade him. He's got alligator arms. He doesn't want to take a hit.
You would trade Brandon Ayuk?
If I can get a first-round pick or a second-round pick, 1 or 2, well, I bring in another receiver because he's got alligator arms. If you watch him, he doesn't like to get hit. And he's short. A lot of Purdy, when Purdy lays it up there, he won't go get it.
Jim said, plus 210 on Lamar against the 49ers. I'm down. Yeah, he's taking he's taking the Ravens also.
Well, if they win, that's the money line. That's 5 points. That's up. That's the money. That is the money. So,
strength of schedule is ridiculous for the Baltimore Ravens. 15 of the 17 games scheduled for this team is against playoff contenders.
So that means they should destroy the 49ers then, right?
No, all they have to do is beat them.
No. Since their schedule is so tough, 49ers at home Monday night, nobody else watching.
No, they're going to San Francisco.
Nobody else watching. They should blow the 49ers out. This should be over with by the half. Something like what we saw with the Chargers and the Raiders.
I'm going to go 24-20. I'm going to go 24-20 Ravens.
And that would mean that, well, okay. Oh, well, yeah, if they win, they win. We'll just have to wait and see. Now, I personally think if Purdy doesn't win the MVP, and also, once they get in the playoffs, I hope the NFC is ready for this guy. I hope Dallas, we see the Eagles or not. Who's going to stop them? Who's going to stop the Niners when they get in the playoff? Who?
Nobody.
Yeah. Now we see Dallas, they got to play Miami. They got to play, Miami on the road. Okay. let's talk about the playoffs. What if they got to go to Frisco? They already gotten beat. So they're gonna go in there and win on the road, Frisco.
Dallas does go to Frisco.
So they're gonna go into Frisco and win on the road in the playoffs. Dallas is gonna go on the road and win in Frisco in the playoffs.
I can see a scenario they can.
Yeah, I don't see it, bro. Look, I'm hey, I want to see Dallas win or what. I got no problem with Dak Prescott and all of them. But man, I'm just simply saying, when you look at the Niners, man, show me Dallas gonna go in there and beat them.
Niners are great, bro. I'm not gonna be a dummy and say they're not. The Niners are tremendous, man. The only thing I have to say about them, though, think about this, Black. Ever since they've been a powerhouse, for some strange reason, something happens to them, bro. Remember the Super Bowl? Garoppolo threw a touchdown, would have been a touchdown pass to, I forgot my boys to be on the Steelers and the Broncos, and he threw it 6 yards past them. And then Mahomes threw that lucky 4th and 32 to Tyreek Hill for 44 yards, and they wanted to win the game.
Emmanuel
Sanders. That's who he threw it to. He overthrew him.
Now on these bowl games, Mace, right? Because we're doing this on Saturday, right? We got on today. We're gonna skip today, and then you got no bowls tomorrow. Then the bowl games kick in, I think, on Tuesday. So you got a Bowling Green. You got Bowling Green versus Minnesota, and so we're gonna take Minnesota over Bowling Green, right? Take Minnesota over Bowling Green, right?
Yeah.
Then come Tuesday, you got Texas State, Rice, Texas State minus the 4. Saying take Rice. Don't even play Tuesday. Don't play that game. Don't play that game. That game's too close. Kansas, UNLV. Kansas minus 11. They saying UNLV will stay within the number. That's a game you stay away from. Virginia Tech versus Tulane. Tulane 11-2. Virginia Tech. Now, you can do it. Some people go by the record. So I'm looking at Tulane 11-2, Virginia Tech 6-6. They take Tulane. They don't even worry about which team. Like Virginia Tech's favorite. They don't go by that. They go by the record. They say 11-2. I'll take the 11-2 team over the 6-6 team. And sure enough, it has Tulane winning the game. So that's one way to do bowl games. Just go by who's got the better number. Who's got the better record over the other team. Don't even think about if they are 6-6, the other team's 10-1. Just take the 10-1 team. You got North Carolina at West Virginia. But if you are going to play them, start around Wednesday, start around Tuesday, you get some decent, North Carolina, West Virginia. Those are going to be some games. You're going to get 4 quarters. 4 quarters of teams playing. Louisville, USC. That's Wednesday, 8:00. That's a game. Would you watch that, Mace? Louisville, yes, USC minus the 7.5. Louisville 10-3. USC 7-5. Who would you got? Who you got? USC.
I'm gonna pick USC, but I would say this to you: both defenses are horrible, so I would take the over.
You think that with a horrible defense, you think the quarterback, though, he should have a field day against Louisville then, right?
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Speaking of that, did you see the gutless Florida State players, but half of them quit? They're not going to play in the bowl game next week?
Well, because they didn't make the
playoffs? Exactly.
Ain't somebody suing the playoffs from Florida State? No, I saw they said somebody was trying to sue them, saying that they getting unfairly they're not being allowed in unfairly. You know, they got all those conference tie-ins, and they were going by that, saying they violated the clauses that, you know, like if you win these amount of games, then you go to this, you get to go
Yeah,
here.
yeah. Jay, Jim says he's taking James Madison over Air Force.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Go and do some more research. I think the coach left.
Mm-hmm.
Go look at the play. That doesn't, but that don't mean they won't win. But I like James Madison, man. They only
They've
lost
had a
one
great
game.
year.
Yeah.
The only one who was on them was Canes. He was on them all year long. Shout out to Canes. Canes was on them all year long.
Air Force. That's the 3:00 game. You got the Pittsburghs. I personally think I wouldn't do it. What I'm saying, you have to watch your money, but I personally think the Pittsburgh Cincinnati game
Mm-hmm.
is a no-brainer. I think Cincinnati's going to blow them out. You know, at home, I don't know what's going to happen with Mike Tomlin. And let me just say this: Mason Rudolph stinks.
I think it's the end of the road for Tomlin, and a lot of people are saying it now. There will be opportunities for him to get a gig. You got Washington. You got the Chargers is cooled off because they won Harbaugh. Atlanta, I think after day 4, flatline, that will be available. They said they expect 10 coaching jobs to be available, according to my man who's on Sundays on Fox.
Mason Rudolph stinks.
They're gonna go with him today. I don't know
I'm
why.
just saying, and let me see. Let me go look at the injury report for Pittsburgh. If Minka Fitzpatrick is hurt, because I saw he was out. Let's see.
I can check that for you too. I know you're going for it.
Make sure it's up to date, Mace. Is he playing
Definitely.
today?
I'll be there in a minute.
He's the quarterback of the defense. If he's not playing, man, they're going to be terrible.
I'll tell you, Minka is pissed off. I'll tell you that. Thinks the players are quit. Players disrespect us. Tomlin. Believe it or not, I do agree with that. Everything that's coming out of that camp, I think Tomlin's completely lost that team.
I just saw an onside.
Today, I got it right here.
I just saw Mace. I just saw an onside. Oh, they didn't give it to him. God damn. This guy just kicked the perfect onside. In some kind of way, they didn't give it to him. The ball moved. The guy went to jump on it, the other team.
Yeah.
You know, it's got 10 yards. It moved. Like he went to jump. While he was trying to jump, it moved off to the side. And the other guy got it, but I guess it didn't go 10 yards. I don't know.
Yeah, Platt just let you know Minka's out. Knee. He's out.
Man, if you
I would jump on the Bengals today if I was a betting person.
Yeah. Seems like
Bengals playing great football. And again, our good friend and pal is not cutting it right now.
it seems like it. And on the bowl games, because we got on the thumbnail, we got bowl picks. We let me give you let me come on. Okay, let me right here. We went over the bowls. Got Thursday. Oh, your boys Thursday night, Mace. You playing Miami, Florida plays Rutgers minus the 3.5, and people are saying Rutgers gonna win that game.
Yeah, give me a second, Clyde. I'm gonna take Miami to win that game. I'll be loyal.
Well, why am I not surprised by that? Thursday night game, 2:15. I don't know, man. I take Rutgers. I take Rutgers. You got K-State, NC State. It heats up. I'd say if you really want to be serious, wait till around Thursday and start wagering on these bowl games because it's going to cook up. It's going to get really good. You got Arizona, Oklahoma. You're going to have some bang for your buck, man. You're going to really have Clemson, Kentucky over Clemson, Notre Dame, Oregon State. Yeah, that's Friday. So, yeah, you're going to get some opportunities, man. Opportunities. Memphis, Iowa State over Memphis, Ohio State, Mizzou. Their quarterback went in the portal. They're going to put in the backup. Ohio State minus the 2.5. Mizzou 10-2. We're going to take Ohio State to win that game. We got Ole Miss. That's next Saturday at noon. You got Ole Mississippi versus Penn State, the black man who loses every year to Michigan and Ohio State. Penn State minus the 4. We got the University of the Klan, the Ku Klux Klan. Ole Mississippi. Ole Mississippi. Remember Colonel Reb? Ole Miss, they ran him out of there. Ole Mississippi. Ole Miss. Unfortunately, Lane Kiffin, Ole Miss is going to win that game. They're going to win that game, man. You know, Franklin, he's okay in the bowl games, but it's going to be a fight. And that's 1 week from now. And we'll be back on next week and we'll talk about these games because I want a whole week. What I would say to you guys, man, I would say to anybody that's trying to gamble, let me give you what I would give you is Cincinnati today. I give you Cincinnati today. We went over the whole card, but I give you Cincinnati. You got Cincinnati. Take the
Let me see.
Bengals. Yeah, hold on, Mace. We putting the plays out. Take the Bengals. That's a play. That's a 2-star. Take the Bengals. For the whole week, take the Bengals. So you got that, Mace?
I got for you. I got Vegas plus 10, Bengals minus 3.
No, we got one. We putting out a play. The play we putting out is the Bengals.
Okay, how much?
Bengals minus the 3.
Yeah, but what's that? 1 star,
That's
2
a
star?
2-star. It's a 2-star.
Right. You got it.
Okay, that's no. I mean, not officially. Look, opinions. Those are opinions. Look, the only games
I got you.
The only games you put money on are the games that we give you a 2-star rating. If it's an opinion, that's up to you. Now, so that you can deal with that. You can stand in the mirror and you go get you a bottle of liquor and deal with that on your own. But the game we're putting out officially is the Bengals. Take the Bengals. That's today. Now, if you notice, I didn't add a bowl game, right?
Yep.
I don't trust none of these bowl play. No, I don't trust none of them. Somebody said, James, I don't trust none of these games today. When I say I don't trust, hey, man, they can go either way. Now, if you're a bowl guy, pick them. Last night, Central Florida was up 17-0. Georgia Tech came back, won 30-17. So do your thing, man. If you think you can pick these bowl games, go pick them. That's the thing about a bowl game. They're hard to pick. You almost just go ahead and play you some college baskets. Go play you some NBA. These particular bowl games, a lot of these teams 6-6. A lot of these teams are very, very, very close to each other. You don't know. It comes down to the last play of the game. So it's hard to bet them. Now, Monday. Now, our next play will not be today. This Bills game, I wouldn't touch that. Now, Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm out there, Mace. I'm stepping out on it. Give me Atlanta. That's a 1-star. Give me Atlanta. That's tomorrow, Sunday. Give me Atlanta. Something is. I'm feeling in my bones. It's talking. It's talking to me. Atlanta. They lost at home. The public is against them. Indy played Pittsburgh, blew them out, looked good. Minshew, and I said, nah, give me Atlanta. I feel it in my bones. Okay. Now that would be my only play for Sunday. And then when we get to Christmas, right? Now I'm done with all the rest of them. That's including the Dallas, Miami, New England. So then we get to Christmas. We got Kansas City, Vegas, -10.
You taking Kansas City? I thought you were in Vegas.
No, I can't. You know what? I'll give you an opinion.
Okay. Vegas +10?
Yeah, that's an opinion.
Okay, you got it, bro.
Philly, Giants, an opinion. The 13, take the points. Hey, you know what? Hey, it's a dog day Christmas, man. Christmas, we taking all the dogs. I'm serious. We got Baltimore plus the 5.5. Giants plus the 13.5. Raiders plus the 10.5. It's a dog day Christmas, Mace.
You want 6? Because it's +6 now.
Give me my 6.
You got it.
It's a dog day Christmas. So remember that Monday, if you survive, and a lot of you guys ain't gonna survive. These games gonna fry your ass. You're gonna think you know, and you're gonna lose all your money because I'm telling you, these are bad teams. If you make it to Monday, if you survive, remember this. Simple. They put out all the dogs.
Iman's in the building. What's up, family? Yeah, Platt likes Atlanta -2.5. The Ravens +6. He also likes the Giants as an opinion, +13.5 against Philly. And he loves the Bengals as a 2-star. -3 against Pittsburgh today. And Atlanta gets a 1-star. Tomorrow, 2.5 favorite, -2.5 against the Colts. My picks are, you know who my pick is. That young man is on my screen. I'm going Jordan Love. I'm going Jordan Love -4 at Carolina. I'm going to take the Buccaneers. This is for you, Iman. I'm going to take the Buccaneers to win outright, -1 against the Jaguars. And let me see, there's another game that jumped up at me. 32-13 in pro this year, folks, against the spread. I should take the Browns -3. Damn. I should take the Dolphins, man. I should take my boys.
If you
I
don't back,
love the Ravens. I love the Ravens this week. You know what?
if you don't back your boys, who will, Mace?
You know what? I'm gonna take Tampa -1, Green Bay -4, and I am going to take.
Mace. Let me tell you
Yeah,
something. If I can just offer this advice about picking gambling,
yeah.
less is more. In fact, it's actually better that you two teams that you wanted to take one, but the one you got won, and even though you could have parlayed them, you had less is more. You don't never want to put a whole lot of man. You find out as I found out, you put a lot out, man, you lose a lot. It looks like you'll win a lot, but it's easier to lose them than to win
Oh,
them.
it's much easier to lose.
So less is more. That's what I'm saying. We put out one today. It's like 8 games, and we put out Cincinnati, and we shut the window.
No, I'm not playing today's games. I know what you're saying. I'm not playing today. That's why I would take Cincinnati, but I'm leaving it alone. What the hell? I'm gonna take the Dolphins -1.5. So those are my picks. Miami, I'm taking all favorites this week. Miami 1.5 at home. Packers -4 on the road. And I'm taking the Buccaneers to win outright -1 against the Jaguars.
Do they have you know what? That division is up for grabs, right? Tampa Bay?
Yeah.
So they got a chance to make the playoffs, right?
Yeah, they're in first place right now.
Now, Mace, Dallas, if they have to go to Dallas, they're going to get obliterated.
No, Dallas will go to them.
Oh, okay. All right. You're right. Okay, because Philly got the chance. Okay.
And trust me when I tell you, folks, the Buccaneers are watching every move Dallas makes. If you don't think with a better quarterback right now in Baker Mayfield a year later, okay, folks. And what I mean by that is last year at this time, Tom Brady was going through a lot of shit. The divorce, the kids. He was tired. That's why he got out of it. He got tired of Tampa. Tampa got tired of him. Now, Baker Mayfield gives that team a lot of energy. And look at the stats, folks. Baker's having a monster year. You got to give the devil his due sometimes, folks. And Lawrence is all banged up. And in the Miami game, it's simple. Let me see over under still 50. No, it's 49.5. So the bettors know something. That Miami game keeps falling down more and more and more, Platt. The Miami game, it keeps falling.
Okay.
Kane's in the building? Yeah.
Okay, you say it keeps falling. Okay. Well, Mace, we'll be back
Wednesday, because that's when all the good games start. Bowl games.
Okay, hold on. Let me show you something. I'm looking forward to Monday. If I can make it to Monday, Mace.
Yeah, then I'll be up here Monday. Let me know what time. I'll be up here. We could do Monday. No,
we did the show. We did our Monday. We did our bowl pick. So, what I would tell people is, Tuesday, something like that. Well, you know what, Mace? We might go a Thursday show real quick, about 20 minutes, 15 minutes, and go over some real bowl games. You know what I mean? But right now, until we got a couple of days, ain't no use. And you got Monday, you got Christmas. Ain't no reason to make a big deal about it now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what we are going to do, Mace, I want to show you the thumbnail if I could. Let me see.
Yeah, sure.
if I could, for our upcoming show. Yeah, hold up, man. Yeah, put your thing back up. Put your thumbnail back. There you go. Hold that. Let me go get it first.
Yeah, take your time.
Okay, hold on. I be hitting the wrong thing a lot. This thing at. Yeah, Mace, put your thumbnail back up.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, or you put it on you, Mace. There you go, Mace. Yeah, don't do that, Mace. You know what, Mace? I'm not gonna be able. The way it's. I'm looking for it. I was looking right at the damn thing, and now when I go to it, it's not giving it to me. Hold up, and I don't really have time to try to figure out why and all of that. I don't have time for that. Let me go down here. I'm trying to this damn thing at. Get rid of that. Okay, come over here. Come over here. Okay, get rid of that. Come over here, right here. StreamYards did a lot of changes. They did a lot of changes recently. Let me come in here. I gotta change my computer, man. You got a lot of bowl games, man. These are pretty much even teams. You got coaches being hired to new teams. You got guys hopping in the transfer portal. You got quarterbacks declaring themselves going to the NFL, running backs, defensive ends. Guys are not going to be a part of the team. If you're not keeping up with these bowl games, you're going to have a hard time winning with these bowl games. If you're just throwing up bets,
Yeah, I know what you mean, man.
you know, let me try this out. Let me see. Share screen. There we go. I think this is it. I think that's it, Mace. Try that out. You see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, that's gonna be our next little.
Crazy. Fucking nuts, bro. God damn. Classic Barrister. Happy holidays, man. God damn.
Yeah, we'll be doing that later.
Really?
We'll be doing that later on today, Mace.
I'll be
Ba-
there.
Baby Mama Barbie.
I will be there for that.
You know, and we lived in a different world, Mace. Like, believe it or not, if they tried to do this now, people would have the nerve to call them racist.
Yeah, they would.
How dare that? They're not racist, Mace. This was back in the day where single moms, this was their future. You got pregnant, you got to a fast food restaurant, minimum wage. That's your child. You can feed your child the processed food with all the additives and all of the bad things, right? And it was fun time. And there was no guy in the picture, Mace. And we were a different world back then. We're gonna celebrate baby mama Barbie. And we would suggest guys give the perfect gift today. I mean, this Christmas, there's a couple of women that you're dating. There's a couple of women give them a baby mama Barbie. Just let them know you care.
Oh man. Oh shit. Oh man. It's crazy, man.
Oh yeah, well, so that's what we got, Mace.
Yeah, man. Well, I'll be there tonight or whenever you do it. Because
Yeah.
after this, I'm done until about 6:30. Then I'm gonna come back and do a little preview for the game tomorrow.
You gonna watch that Bills game, right?
No,
Uh,
I have no
you
interest in that game.
You ain't a Bills fan?
Yeah, no, I have no time for that. No thanks.
Yeah, if you're gonna do your Christmas shopping, man, you better get out there though.
Yeah, it's true. You're gonna
better
go Christmas shopping. Do it today, not tomorrow.
The video games and all of that stuff, the Jordans. It's too late. It's too late, right, Mace?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too late to get you a video game. Yeah. Yeah, the shelves are pretty much bare. But all right, Mace, man, I'll see you again next week, same time. All right, and we're gonna
I appreciate you, man.
next
Yeah,
week.
I'll see you during the week.
We're gonna really get into the bowl games because then you got the championship game. We got real games, good defenses, good offenses, real games. These games, man, I'm telling you, man, you guys walking into a firing zone. These games are hard to pick, man. Northwestern, Eastern Michigan, man, I'm telling you, these games, you better be careful trying to pick these games, man. These are at best $5 picks, $5 bets.
I agree. Platt, if I don't talk to you, Merry Christmas, man.
All right, Merry Christmas to you, Mace.
Appreciate you all the time. Everybody, Merry Christmas. I'll see you later tonight, 6:30 Eastern, for the preview of the Dolphins and the Cowboys. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for coming. And video games no longer on shelves. Jordan Love breaks a leg. We'll see you later today.